Hey, good morning, everybody. It's 7:41. Gonna be going over a quick OTC watch list today, as well as some potential earnings winners that we could be having. So let's not waste any time and let's just dive right on in. So first off, the market has been a little off, been pretty slow. So it hasn't been a whole lot of really great setups lately. At least nothing that's been like super clean. It's been pretty choppy and pretty hard to play. So gonna keep it simple today. As we can tell, I'm looking at trying to find the stocks with the best daily charts on them, and I'll be looking to play either some spikes today, some morning spikes, or potentially some continuation patterns. So as we see LTNC here, they had a nice all-time high break yesterday or last week, I should say. But again, it was pretty choppy. So today, no rush to play anything here. I would say I'd want to panic, but panics haven't been really working very well. So if it does panic, I need at least 20-30% drop for me to be interested in buying it. And if I don't see that, then I'm going to be kind of on the sidelines. Ideally, this has some volume into the open so I can buy a morning spike. I would like some news, ideally, to try and buy into. But we'll see. I mean, if you don't get any news, if the volume's low, I'll probably just stay away from a lot of these plays today, just because you need to find the volatile plays that have a good chance of working, and a lot of these plays have been kind of dead. So, gonna be very, very careful with any of the price action today. INVU, they had a huge spike on Friday, um, and I think they had news. I'm not quite sure what it was, to be honest with you. Okay, so they bought $1 million in NDAU, the world's first adaptive digital currency for long-term store value, attractive staking income. All right, good for them. Yeah, so they had some news and it spiked up. This is all right. I mean, the thing I don't like is if you see right here, there's almost absolutely no volume. And when you don't have any volume, it's really, really hard to buy these stocks because it had the only volume it had was right here, which was significant in relation to the stock. But you got to be very careful with this. So I'd only be looking to play a morning spike into this, potentially a morning panic if it has volume. But if it doesn't have volume, you don't want to get stuck in this because there's a chance you won't get executed. If we look at the yearly chart, kind of sideways right now as well. So not the best setup here. I'm just gonna keep this on watch though because it could have some continuation. SEVA, again, this had a really nice morning spike after a big spike the day before. So this is the kind of action I'd want to see in NIVU. As you can see, this is that big spike. This is the big spike right here for SEVA. So if I get something similar to that, that'd be nice. Again, only had some volume in the morning and it kind of died off. So gotta be very careful with that. If you look at the yearly chart, it had that big green day, and then it got slammed that second green day. So again, staying on the sidelines with this huge doji right here, which indicates a ton of sign pressure. I would expect potentially some more downside today. So I'll be very cautious here. I would like I said, a 30% panic or more on all these plays, or if they can get some news to buy into. BRLL, this was a nice grinding stock last week. Closed near its highs, which is great. But as you can tell, again, low volume in the morning, and it was a little bit choppier. I mean, this is actually some pretty good price action here. Although this drop right here is a little scary, but it did come down right near this support level right here, and then bounced back up. So, and obviously with an OTC that closes strong, that's always really good to see. And it was the first green day, so not bad. Want to see if we can have some continuation. It is a former runner. This is what you always want to look for as well when you want to buy a stock long, is to make sure that's ran in the past, because if it's ran in the past, there's a chance it could continue running in the future. So we'll see what it does today. Again, markets haven't been that great, so I'm not going to get overconfident on any of these. I'll just let them play out. Or we want to receive HQGE. This was another runner from Friday. Again, first green day after a huge sell-off. So hopefully it can get some more buyers to come in and push us higher. It was a previous supernova. But with these OTCs, they're not the greatest companies. So we don't know. They may or may not put out some PR. People might want to come in. We don't know. A lot of the buying pressure, a lot of the momentum has kind of come out of the markets. So it would not be surprising to see this kind of just stay dead. Again, Not going to rush anything. Again, I'll look for morning spikes or panic if it drops 30%. Max D is another supernova back in the past, having another first green day. And you can see the pattern here, guys. It's the same thing. Going to be looking for a spike or maybe some panic. Again, with volume. You don't want to be trading any of this low volume nonsense right here. It'll get you in trouble. IQST, this one I'm not really that stoked about. It didn't really have that much volume the day before. And I might just take this off my watch list, to be honest with you. Pretty hard sell-off here. Got a ton of resistance overhead. And so I'm also probably not going to be watching this too closely unless it gets some news. EEIQ, this is an education play. It really ran on Friday. Tough to play, though, because it had all these halts right here. And if you're ever looking at a chart and you see like a big bar was a hard dash sideways and no volume, and then you just got these random volume bars coming in, that just means the stock was halted. And what happens is the stock halts, goes sideways, and then once it resumes, whatever time it resumes, that volume comes back in. And as you can tell, this got halted 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So really hard to one, get executed, and then two, you'd have to be super fast on your sells. And you have to be with these when it halts like this, because as you can see, it halted up almost 100%, and then within how was that, like 3 minutes, it halted down, and then it came all the way back down to get back all its gains. But it's had a lot of momentum and had a lot of volume, so I'll be keeping it on watch to hopefully maybe get a play here later on today. Mara, what else we got? Mara, Riot, and Viat and GME. We'll look at those real quick. Those are my main option plays I'm looking at today. They haven't been the easiest charts to play. I mean, Riot, I was playing some puts on this a while ago, but it's tied to Bitcoin. So it's really difficult. Yeah, right here, I was trying to buy puts right here, but it was really, really choppy. And because it's tied to Bitcoin, you never really know where this is going to go. So I'm going to wait for some clear-cut pattern to emerge, ideally a major support break or maybe a major resistance break. Until then, it's just kind of sideways, and I'm not going to play anything here. Let's look up GME. GME, again, sideways. So I'm going to be looking up. I'll be waiting for some more continuation patterns, something more clear-cut. I don't want to just buy this sideways action. And then I'll pull up TLRY as well. I have a hedge in this right now, so I'm hoping this just stays sideways. The same with PLTR. I have a hedge in that as well, and Workhorse. And basically what a hedge is, guys, and you see this is not as sideways. This one I might cut soon. But what a hedge is I'm buying the stock long with shares, and I'm selling call options. And the reason I do that is it gives me downside protection if the stock unravels. But if the stock does stay sideways, it's a really, really good way to bank on option premium. So you can make money even if the stock does stay sideways, because the theta, which is a Greek, decays on the option premium. So that's what I'm playing here. These are more long-term holds. Workhorse did have this really hard sell-off, so I'm hoping it finds a base down here, and then we'll just have a slow grind up. Same with Tilray and PLTR. I hope they kind of just stay sideways. And the reason I'm hedging these is because, I think they have, later down the line, I think they have a chance to go higher, especially Tilray. Weed's heating up a little bit. We got Biden in office, and he's pretty weed friendly. New York just, is discussing legalizing weed. So with more states legalizing marijuana, and eventually if it ever becomes federally legal to the point to where they can trade internationally, this could really have some great growth potential. So that's the thought process behind why I'm buying some of these long. Use those at your own risk. And then finally, we got BIOC. BIOC, this has earnings today. Definitely could have a good chance to run. Again, with earnings winners or earnings in general, I never want to buy into them before earnings. I want to wait and see what the reaction to the earnings is, because even if it's good earnings, people might already expect that, which means the stock won't go up that much. AYI, I like this daily chart here. You can see it's about to break past highs here at 147, and they have earnings as well today. So this will be on watch to kind of see how it reacts to earnings. And then finally, we have PCVX. Whoops. PCVX. All right, we go to the yearly chart. This is another stock that earns today. Kind of beaten down, so not as ideal. But with earnings, if they're good, these things can really run. But AYI definitely has the better yearly chart, and that's what you want to look at. I mean, this is the big picture, right? So you really want to hone in on what the big picture is, because that's going to give you a more accurate description of where the stock could potentially go. So that's really it, guys. I hope you found some value in this today. Be safe out there. I mean, these markets are tough. I mean, they're playing on like professional mode right now. They are expert mode to the max. So be safe. Don't force anything. The easy patterns are gone right now. So just really stay safe. You don't have to trade at the beginning of the morning anymore either. I mean, that is where a lot of volume is, but it's tough right now. I mean, these morning spikes are getting crushed. Morning panics aren't bouncing. So really, it's not a bad strategy just to kind of sit on the sidelines and wait for something to develop midday, and then maybe play something in the afternoon. That's kind of what I'm going to be doing probably today. As you can tell here, even in the market, there's not a ton of big percent gainers. So when you see that, that kind of shows you that there's not as much momentum in the market as a whole. So be safe out there, guys. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message me or hit me up.